In the quiet moments before dawn, as the world still lingers in its slumber, have you ever found yourself pondering the deeper essence of life? Amidst the relentless pace of modern existence, where each day feels like a battle against time itself, there lies an ancient wisdom that promises not just survival but a profound transformation. This wisdom, timeless and resilient, is Stoicism. Stoicism, a philosophy that flourished in the rich tapestry of ancient Greece and Rome, has guided some of the greatest minds through the tumultuous seas of life. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, and Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, are but two luminaries who navigated their existence with Stoic principles as their compass. But what relevance does this ancient philosophy hold in the digital age, where our battles are fought in the realms of information overload and constant connectivity? Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the transformative power of Stoicism through daily focus, 7 Stoic rituals for self-reflection. This exploration is not merely an academic exercise, but a practical guide to integrating Stoic wisdom into our daily lives. By adopting these rituals, we invite clarity, resilience, and a deeper sense of peace into our everyday existence. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. These words by Marcus Aurelius are not just a testament to his own life, lived in the vortex of power and responsibility, but a beacon for us all. In today's world, where external events often seem to dictate our happiness and peace, this Stoic reminder serves as a powerful counter-narrative. It tells us that the true locus of control lies within our own minds, not in the unpredictable waves of the external world. Stoicism teaches us that by focusing on our internal states, our reactions, and our attitudes, we can achieve a form of inner tranquility that external circumstances cannot tarnish. This philosophy, rooted in the practice of self-reflection and personal virtue, offers a pathway to a life of contentment and strength. But how do we begin to integrate such an ancient wisdom into the fabric of our modern lives? The answer lies in the adoption of daily rituals, practices that ground us in the present and align us with the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. The 7 Stoic rituals. 1. Morning reflection, embracing the dawn of self-awareness. The ritual of morning reflection is a serene embrace of the day's nascent light, a moment to commune with oneself before the world awakens. As the first rays of the sun spill over the horizon, painting the sky with hues of gold and crimson, we are offered a fresh canvas upon which to design our day. This practice is not merely a routine, but a sacred space for introspection and intention setting, a time to delineate what lies within our power to change and what does not. Imagine, as you wake to the quietude of dawn, sitting by a window where the morning light gently filters through. With a deep, calming breath, you ask yourself, what is within my control today? This question is the cornerstone of Stoic wisdom, guiding us to recognize our agency in life's unfolding narrative. Your thoughts, your actions, your responses to the external world, these are the realms over which you reign. You might plan to complete a project, to speak kindly, to listen actively, or to maintain patience in the face of frustration. These are deliberate choices that shape the quality of your day and, ultimately, your life. Equally important is the contemplation of what lies beyond your control. The Stoics teach us that peace comes not from having power over everything, but from focusing our energy where it truly matters. As you sit in the morning's embrace, consider the externalities you will face: the weather, the traffic, the moods of others. Like leaves carried by a stream, these are beyond your grasp to alter. Acknowledging this frees you from the weight of responsibility for the uncontrollable and redirects your energy to where it can be most effective. This morning ritual is akin to the sun's daily promise of a new beginning. Just as the sun rises without fail, offering light and warmth, your morning reflection illuminates your path forward. It sets the tone for the day, ensuring that your energies are invested in actions and attitudes that nurture growth and well-being. Consider the executive facing a day packed with meetings, decisions, and negotiations. By starting the day with a reflection on what is within their control, such as their approach to communication, decision-making criteria, and reactions to outcomes, they can navigate the day's challenges with composure and effectiveness. Or, take the example of a parent preparing for a bustling day of family responsibilities. Reflecting on their capacity to maintain patience, offer love, and manage their time wisely can transform a potentially chaotic day into one of meaningful interactions and accomplishments. The ritual of morning reflection is a powerful tool for self-awareness and intentional living. It teaches us to focus our energies wisely, to distinguish between what we can change and what we must accept, and to approach each day with purpose and resilience. As we engage in this practice, we not only prepare ourselves for the day ahead, but also cultivate a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment that enriches our lives. In embracing the dawn with reflection, we do more than just witness the day's beginning. We actively participate in the creation of our reality, one day at a time. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom, a recognition that, while we cannot control every aspect of our lives, we have the power to shape our responses, our attitudes, and our actions in profoundly meaningful ways. 2. Journaling, mapping the cosmos of the self. In the tradition of Seneca, who penned his meditations and musings to navigate the complexities of life and the self, journaling emerges as a powerful ritual for self-reflection and personal growth. This practice, akin to charting the stars in the night sky, allows us to create a map of our inner landscape, revealing patterns, guiding us through darkness, and illuminating our journey towards self-awareness and wisdom. Journaling is not merely the act of recording events. It is an art form that engages the mind, heart, and soul. Each entry, a brushstroke on the canvas of our consciousness, contributes to a larger portrait of who we are, what we value, and how we interact with the world around us. By documenting our thoughts, feelings, challenges, and moments of gratitude, we engage in a dialogue with ourselves that deepens our understanding and fosters personal growth. Consider the power of journaling through the lens of a challenging day at work. As you write about the day's events, you begin to untangle the web of emotions and reactions that colored your experiences. This process of reflection allows you to see beyond the immediate frustrations and recognize deeper patterns of thought and behavior. Perhaps you notice a tendency to react defensively to criticism, or you discover an underlying fear of failure that influences your decision making. These insights, once hidden in the tumult of daily life, become clear through the act of writing, offering you the opportunity to address and transform them. Navigating life's challenges. Journaling also serves as a compass through life's challenges. By reflecting on past entries, you can trace your journey through difficult times, observing how obstacles were navigated, what strategies were effective, and how growth occurred. This historical perspective can be incredibly empowering, reminding you of your resilience and ability to overcome adversity. For instance, revisiting journal entries from a period of personal loss can reveal the strength you found in vulnerability and the importance of seeking support. Lessons that can guide you through future trials. Cultivating gratitude. Moreover, journaling cultivates a practice of gratitude. In the hustle of everyday life, it's easy to overlook the moments of joy, kindness, and beauty that permeate our existence. By dedicating space in your journal to acknowledge these moments, you shift your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. This shift has profound implications for well-being, as it fosters an attitude of appreciation and contentment. Imagine ending each day by writing down 3 things you are grateful for, no matter how small. Over time, this practice can transform your outlook on life, highlighting the richness of your daily experience. The journey within. Journaling, then, is more than a ritual. It is a journey into the self. It offers a space for introspection, learning, and growth. Like the ancient mariners who navigated vast oceans by the stars, we too can navigate the vastness of our inner world through the practice of journaling. Each entry, a star in the constellation of our life, guides us towards deeper understanding, resilience, and peace. In embracing journaling as a daily practice, we follow in the footsteps of Seneca and the Stoics, charting our course through life with intention and wisdom. We learn to navigate the complexities of the human experience, not as passive observers, but as active participants in our journey of self-discovery and personal growth. 3. Mindful walking, the path of presence. In the midst of our daily hustle, where the ticking clock governs our pace and productivity is our compass, the ancient practice of mindful walking beckons us to slow down and reconnect with the present moment. This simple yet profound exercise transforms an ordinary activity into a meditative journey, reminding us of the steady flow of a river, constantly moving, yet eternally present. The art of walking with awareness. Mindful walking is an art that requires no equipment, no special setting, and no additional time from our busy schedules. It can be practiced anywhere, from the bustling streets of a city to the quiet paths of a local park. The essence of this practice lies not in the destination, but in the act of walking itself, and the awareness we bring to each step, each breath, and the environment around us. Imagine embarking on a mindful walk. As you step out of your door, you consciously decide to leave behind the whirlwind of thoughts about past and future. With the first step, you anchor yourself in the present, focusing on the sensation of the ground beneath your feet, the rhythm of your breath, and the gentle movement of your body. Each step becomes a grounding force, connecting you to the earth and to the here and now. Observing the world with fresh eyes. Mindful walking invites us to observe the world with a sense of curiosity and wonder. As you walk, you notice the play of light and shadow, the colors and textures of the natural world. and the sounds that usually fade into the background of our consciousness. A leaf fluttering to the ground, the intricate patterns of bark on a tree, the distant melody of bird songs. These simple observations can awaken a deep appreciation for the beauty that surrounds us. Consider the experience of walking through a park in the early morning. The dew on the grass sparkles in the sunlight. The air carries the fresh scent of earth and foliage, and the quiet is only broken by the sounds of nature. In these moments, mindful walking becomes a practice of gratitude, opening our hearts to the wonders of life that we often take for granted. The flow of life. The metaphor of the river's flow is particularly apt for mindful walking. Just as a river moves with a sense of purpose and direction, yet remains ever present in its course, so too does mindful walking guide us through life. It teaches us that, despite the constant changes and challenges we face, there is a thread of continuity and presence that runs through our existence. This practice reminds us that we are part of a larger flow, connected to the world and to each moment. Integrating mindful walking into daily life. Integrating mindful walking into our daily routine is a simple yet powerful way to cultivate mindfulness and presence. It can be as straightforward as taking a 5-minute walk during a lunch break or choosing to walk to a nearby destination instead of driving. The key is to approach this time as an opportunity for meditation and reflection, rather than just another task to be completed. Mindful walking offers a path back to ourselves, to the present moment, and to the simple joys of existence. It is a practice that nourishes the soul, calms the mind, and reconnects us with the natural world. As we walk mindfully, we walk the path of presence, discovering the peace and clarity that arise from simply being here. In this step, in this breath, in this moment. 4. Voluntary discomfort, the Stoic training ground. In the pursuit of personal growth and resilience, the Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort stands as a testament to the human capacity to endure, adapt, and emerge stronger. This ancient practice, which involves deliberately seeking out discomfort, is not a call to masochism but a profound exercise in character building. It's akin to an athlete's rigorous training regimen, where the challenge is not an obstacle but a necessary path to excellence. The rationale behind voluntary discomfort is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, which posits that true happiness and virtue are attainable only through the understanding and mastery of oneself. By intentionally placing ourselves in situations of discomfort, we are forced to confront our limitations, fears, and attachments. This confrontation is not punitive but enlightening, revealing to us the vast reserves of strength and resilience that lie dormant within. Consider the practice of taking cold showers. At first glance, it appears to be a mere test of physical endurance. However, the true challenge lies in the mental fortitude required to step into the cold water, to remain under it, and to embrace the discomfort rather than flee from it. This daily ritual becomes a metaphor for life's adversities. Just as we choose to face the cold water, we can choose to face challenges head on, with courage and composure. Fasting offers another avenue for practicing voluntary discomfort. By abstaining from food for a predetermined period, we not only test our physical resilience, but also our emotional and psychological dependence on the act of eating. Fasting teaches us the difference between need and desire, highlighting our capacity to thrive even in the absence of immediate gratification. The benefits of engaging in voluntary discomfort extend far beyond the initial challenge. Each encounter with discomfort serves as a reminder of our adaptability and resilience. Over time, what once seemed intolerable becomes manageable, and our threshold for discomfort expands. This expansion is not limited to the physical realm, but permeates our emotional and psychological resilience as well. Moreover, voluntary discomfort enhances our appreciation for the everyday comforts of life. When we return to warmth after a cold shower or enjoy a meal after a period of fasting, we do so with a heightened sense of gratitude. These experiences, once mundane, are transformed into sources of joy and appreciation. Incorporating voluntary discomfort into our daily routine need not be a daunting task. It can start with small challenges, such as waking up an hour earlier than usual, foregoing a favorite comfort food, or engaging in a difficult conversation we've been avoiding. The key is to approach these challenges with intentionality and reflection, observing our reactions and learning from them. Voluntary discomfort, as practiced by the Stoics, is a powerful tool for personal development. It teaches us that discomfort is not to be feared but embraced as a source of strength and growth. Like an athlete in training, we learn to push beyond our perceived limits, discovering in the process the true extent of our resilience and the depth of our character. In this way, voluntary discomfort becomes not just a practice, but a pathway to a more fulfilled and resilient life. 5. Evening Review, the ritual of reflection and renewal. The evening review is a tranquil moment of introspection that marks the transition from day to night, serving as a bridge between the experiences of the day and the promise of tomorrow. This Stoic practice is a reflective pause, allowing us to sift through the day's events, our actions, thoughts, and reactions under the quietude of the evening sky. It is a time for self-assessment and contemplation, akin to the moon's phases that remind us of life's constant cycle of change and renewal. As the day unwinds and you find a moment of peace, perhaps in a favorite chair by the window or on a quiet walk under the stars, begin your evening review by asking, "What did I do well today?" This question opens a space for acknowledging your successes, no matter how small they may seem. It could be a moment of kindness shared, a difficult task completed, or the simple act of maintaining patience in a trying situation. Recognizing these victories is crucial for building self-esteem and motivation. Next, gently shift your focus to the question, "What could I have done better?" This is not an invitation to self-criticism, but an opportunity for honest self-appraisal. Perhaps there was a moment when you could have been more compassionate, more focused, or more courageous. Maybe a situation didn't receive your best effort, or an interaction could have been handled with more grace. This part of the review is about identifying areas for growth and learning, not dwelling on regrets. An essential component of the evening review is the practice of forgiveness. As you reflect on what could have been better, it's important to approach yourself with the same compassion and understanding you would offer a dear friend. Acknowledging missteps and forgiving oneself are pivotal steps in the journey of personal growth. They free us from the weight of past actions, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart. With reflection and forgiveness comes the opportunity to set intentions for improvement. This could involve specific goals for the next day, such as practicing more mindfulness, expressing gratitude, or dedicating time to a neglected task. Setting intentions is like planting seeds for the future. It directs our focus and energy towards the growth we wish to see in ourselves. The evening review, much like the cycle of the moon, symbolizes the ever-present potential for change and renewal. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, so too do our lives ebb and flow with successes and challenges. This ritual reminds us that every day offers a new beginning, a fresh opportunity to be better than we were yesterday. Incorporating the evening review into your daily routine need not be time-consuming or elaborate. It can be as simple as spending a few quiet minutes reflecting before bed or journaling about your day's experiences. The key is consistency and honesty, allowing this practice to become a reflective mirror in which you can see yourself more clearly. 6. Contemplation of the sage, seeking wisdom in the stars. The practice of contemplating the sage invites us into a dialogue with the past, connecting us with the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus. This exercise is not merely an act of imagination, but a profound method for gaining perspective and guidance on the challenges we face in our daily lives. By envisioning how these paragons of virtue would navigate our struggles, we open ourselves to insights that transcend our immediate circumstances. Much like sailors once navigated vast oceans by the stars, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, faced immense challenges during his reign, from military conflicts to the Antonine Plague. Yet, he remained a model of composure, wisdom, and virtue, as reflected in his meditations. Epictetus, born into slavery, later became a revered Stoic teacher, emphasizing the power of the individual will in the face of external circumstances. Their lives and teachings provide a rich source of guidance for confronting our own difficulties with grace and resilience. To engage in the contemplation of the sage, start by bringing to mind a challenge you encountered today. Perhaps it was a conflict at work, a personal setback, or an ethical dilemma. Once you have the situation clearly in mind, pause to consider how a Stoic sage like Marcus Aurelius or Epictetus would respond to this challenge. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, with his deep sense of duty and reflection, considering the situation. What would he identify as within his control? How would he embody patience, wisdom, and justice in his response? Or picture Epictetus, with his emphasis on the freedom of the will and the acceptance of fate. How would he advise you to differentiate between what is up to you and what is not? This process of contemplation helps to elevate our perspective, encouraging us to detach from the immediacy of our emotions and biases. It invites us to consider our challenges through the lens of Stoic virtues, such as courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom. The contemplation of the sage is akin to seeking guidance from the constellations. Just as the stars have guided travelers through unknown territories, the wisdom of Stoic sages illuminates our path through life's challenges. This ritual allows us to transcend our limited viewpoint, offering a glimpse of a more objective and enlightened perspective. By considering how these exemplars of Stoicism would navigate our personal trials, we are reminded of the power of virtue in overcoming adversity. We learn to approach our problems with a balanced mind, to act with integrity, and to find peace in the acceptance of what we cannot change. Incorporating the contemplation of the sage into your daily routine can be as simple as dedicating a few moments each evening to reflect on the day's challenges through the eyes of a Stoic philosopher. This practice can also be enriched by reading passages from the works of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and other Stoic thinkers, allowing their words to resonate with your own experiences. 7. Gratitude reflection, embracing the abundance of life. The practice of gratitude reflection is a gentle yet profound way to close the day. A ritual that turns our gaze towards the abundance and beauty that permeate our lives, often unnoticed, like counting the stars in the vast expanse of the night sky. This practice invites us to acknowledge and appreciate the multitude of blessings that surround us, from the simplest pleasures to the most complex emotions and experiences. It is a practice that shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, from what we perceive as lacking to the wealth of goodness that exists within and around us. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It is a deep recognition of the value that something or someone brings to our lives. This recognition can transform our perception, fostering a sense of contentment, peace, and joy. By reflecting on gratitude at the end of the day, we not only celebrate the positive moments, but also find value and meaning in the challenges we faced, recognizing them as opportunities for growth and learning. To engage in gratitude reflection, find a quiet space where you can sit comfortably and turn inward. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing yourself to settle into the present moment. Begin by reflecting on the people in your life for whom you are grateful. Think about the moments of kindness, support, and love you received or witnessed throughout the day. Allow yourself to feel the warmth of these connections and the impact they have on your life. Next, consider the experiences of the day, both big and small, that brought you joy, comfort, or even a sense of achievement. It could be as simple as enjoying a delicious meal, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, or completing a task you've been putting off. Acknowledge these experiences and the feelings they evoked. Finally, turn your attention to the challenges you encountered. Reflect on what they taught you, how they strengthened you, or the ways in which they pushed you to grow. Express gratitude for these lessons and the resilience they fostered within you. The practice of gratitude reflection has profound implications for our well-being. Studies have shown that regularly expressing gratitude can enhance our mood, reduce stress, and improve our overall mental health. It encourages us to focus on the positive aspects of our lives, reducing the tendency to ruminate on negative experiences. This shift in focus can improve our sleep, strengthen our relationships, and increase our overall satisfaction with life. Making gratitude reflection a nightly ritual can transform our outlook on life. It can be as simple as jotting down 3 things you're grateful for in a journal each night, or taking a few moments to mentally acknowledge these blessings before sleep. Over time, this practice cultivates a habit of noticing and appreciating the beauty, kindness, and abundance that exist in our daily lives, even in the most mundane moments. Now, I invite you to engage with these practices actively. Which of these rituals resonates the most with you? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your journey towards Stoic wisdom is not just a solitary path, but a shared voyage. By exchanging insights and reflections, we can support and inspire one another on this journey. And if you find value in these ancient practices, consider liking and subscribing for more content on Stoicism and personal growth. Your engagement helps us build a community of like-minded individuals committed to self improvement, and philosophical exploration. In conclusion, the 7 Stoic rituals for self-reflection we've explored today offer a blueprint for integrating ancient wisdom into our daily lives. By embracing these practices, we not only honor the legacy of the Stoic philosophers, but also embark on a journey of personal growth and inner peace. I encourage you to commit to trying at least one of these rituals over the next week. Observe the changes in your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. Remember, the path to Stoic wisdom is not about perfection but progress. As Epictetus once said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Let this be your guiding principle as you navigate the complexities of life with Stoic grace and resilience. Please share your experiences and insights as you incorporate these Stoic rituals into your life. Your journey is an inspiration to us all, and together, we can cultivate a community of philosophical exploration and personal transformation. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, continue to seek wisdom, practice virtue, and cultivate peace within yourself.